I am not gonna lie to you. Bleach and My Hero just put out the two best episodes of the week, in my opinion. I've already talked about My Hero, but bro, Bleach went off as well. Anala Masquerade, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, subscribe, watch the whole video, leave your comments, tell me what you think as we go into this great Bleach episode that just happened. Let's just get straight into it. No more dilly-dallying. Let's go. I like how they started off. It was like this little recap of everything from episode 1 to episode 3, just showcasing, okay, this happened, then this happened, and this happened, and now we are at episode 4, and my word, the Sternritters, I have never seen a group of antagonists just take it to the protagonist like this since maybe, I want to say maybe the Akatsuki in Naruto, or maybe the elves in Black Clover, because they just bodies for everyone had blood in their hands. Every Sternritter that makes their debut had blood on their hands. This is no joke. Within the first couple of seconds of this episode, we have the Sternritter. We don't learn their names, right? And he just takes it to the 13th Cool Guard staff. He literally starts off by cutting. Yeah, he cuts one of them in half. Yeah, this Sternritter, he gives off like leader vibes. And he said, you don't have to fight, you can just run away, that's fine. We will give you mercy. But then they attack him and he just cuts one in half, kills the others. And then we go into sort of these like one-on-one situations. So we have the 3rd Division Captain, Oturobashi. He ran into Sternritter U. No. I'm gonna be straight honest with you. This guy looks racist as hell. This looked like one of those like old depictions of black people. This guy has twisted hair and broke out teeth. I don't know what they were thinking with this guy. This ain't it. Anyway, Rojiro makes a comment like, he's a very theatrical guy. He's very into his poetry and art, and he believes what he does in the art form. And he says that he hasn't heard from his lieutenant Izuru in a while. And so Nana makes a comment, I think one of my colleagues seen to him already. I don't think it's looking good for him. This sort of upsets Rojiro and says, if anything happens to him, I'm going to be very upset. And Nana, he doesn't really care. He said, it don't matter, because in about 5 minutes, you're going to be dead anyway. Just, so much smoke in these exchanges that you're about to see. These people do not care. They came from the smoke and they came with open hands. It's just, very good. We switch over to the Squad 6 barracks and people are just being taken out by Sternritter F. I think it's pronounced Not. I'm going to say Not. It's N-O-D-T. Not. Their attacks don't seem to affect him. It's sort of like a mana shield from like Black Clover, but maybe it's made of reactive. I'm not too sure, but their attacks aren't doing anything. And the thing that's sort of terrifying and demoralizing them is that those squad members who are being killed by Not, they're just dying screaming. Like, we're not talking like death screams where it's like, short little we're talking like yelling in pain, drawn out, longer than 30 second screams. This guy is terrifying. He looks like Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson? Is that the right? I may be confusing him with a cult leader, but he looks like that guy. And this one guy, he's telling the rest, look, we are guards. We are the Squad 6. We need to stand our ground. And he's about to be cut down by Not when the GOAT Renji arrives and saves the day. he cuts off the attack and he's like, yo, I heard you were hungry. I got a couple fish you need to eat. Over to squad 6, where a Sternritter called Bambietta is just chopping people down. And I don't mean anime chopping. You know, typical anime chopping, you don't really see that much blood. It's like a hit there and they fall. But I mean, this is like Afro Samurai, Attack on Titan bloody, like chops everywhere, blood squirting, heads gone, people cut in half. But she is interrupted by Captain Sajin Kamamura. He's the one with the sort of dog head, and he's just like, oh, I see they have little girls in the Sternritter army. Bambietta's like, oh, I see they have dogs in the Shinigami army. Bro, everyone just on everyone woke up and chose violence. They're like, look, you asked for war, let's go. I'm hungry, we can eat. And then it shows this little like montage of everyone being matched up to fight someone, you know, Captain versus Shinigami, right? And so it goes back to Renji, and it shows that he's not making a dent in this guy. This guy is not taking any damage and is not saying a word. He's just taking these attacks like nothing, right? And all of a sudden, another Sternritter pops up and blindsides him. Blindsides Renji and is going to attack him. When the second goat arrives, Rukia Kuchiki comes and helps out Renji. He's like, oh, so this is how you want to do it. He tells Renji, look, don't hold back. These Sternritters came to kill. Do not hold back. We go over to Mayori just for a little scene where he discovers the Quincy's aren't stealing away Bankais, they're stealing them. And before he could tell people, Byakuya managed to slightly injure Not, and he gets rid of the other Sternritter. He's not dead, but like he creates a hole and that Sternritter falls down. And so Renji uses Byakuya releases Senbone Sakura to attack Not, but not a scratch is even made. These guys came prepared. They said, we want to swing first, but we ain't swinging unprepared, bro. They are here. Renji ties him up using his sword, Zabimaru, and Byakuya attacks him head on. But again, nothing is damaging this guy. Nothing. This guy is just standing there, not speaking, hardly moving, just watching those two like, okay, this is cute. Yeah, this is cute. Okay. We go back to Sanji and Bambietta. Bambietta sends like a little orb of Reiatsu and Sanjin cuts it in half, but it still goes off. Toshiro, another goat. I've written here in my notes, Toshiro and Big Boob Redhead. I don't know what her name is. I think it's Rangiku. I noted it down. But yeah, they go against some Sternritter with Wolverine claws. Soy Feng, she's attacking her Sternritter, but they're not getting through as well. Because the main power of Soy Feng is if she could pierce you, you get poisoned and you die afterwards. But it looks like what they've done is they've done their research on each captain, each ability that they have, and matched up the perfect counter to them, which is genius. When you think about it, right, this is the 1,000-year blood war arc. This is exactly what war is: researching and looking for weaknesses and taking them apart. And this just shows the capabilities of the Wandenreich and U-Hawk himself, able to discern weaknesses and assign the right Sternritter to the right captain. This again is a great demonstration of an antagonist capability. I really like this. And so we move on to Byakuya. He wants to use his Bankai, and Renji's like, whoa, relax. Remember what happened to the lieutenant? He said they could seal away Bankais. But he's like, look, these are enemies where we have to use Bankais. Otherwise, we will die. And other captains, they realize this too. They start using their Bankais. Lo and behold, what happens? Their Bankais get stolen. Not sealed, stolen. Toshiro, he's responding to this like kind of emotionally. I think because he's still young, he's still a young guy who's sort of like a prodigy. He's still like learning the ropes and whatnot. And so he tells Rangiku, warn the others, tell them. And Miyori, once he learns this, he's like, damn it, why couldn't they wait? Just wait till I warn them. God. But it's too late. I think it's like 5 or 6 captains get their Bankai sealed away. What's his name? Shinsui Kaioraku makes a comment that this was bound to happen. And if you don't know who Shinsui, he's the, I think it's 2nd Division captain. He's saying this was bound to happen simply because these are enemies we can't beat without Bankais. You've done this so perfectly that we would have to use our Bankais to fight you anyway. And he dodges a shot, but what's what we're looking for? The Sternritter uses an ability to make him heavy and gets a shot in the eye. He's not dead, but it looks like his eye is gone. And so Renji, he wants to use his Bankai, the idiot. But Yubiaki is like, what are you doing? Did you not just watch what just happened? Are you not looking before you leap, my bro? What are you doing? Showing again the difference between Byakuya and Renji. Why one's a captain, why one's the lieutenant. Why one's smart enough to be like, look, don't use it. This is what they're after. We don't know if they can take multiple Bankais at once. Do not do this. And at the same time, squad members are just getting slaughtered everywhere. And I mean everywhere. The science division, they make the decision to contact Ichigo to see what's happening with him. But they get through to Urahara, who tells them Ichigo's fighting a Sternritter, but please update me on what's going on. He gets updated, he gets told about the situation, and he tells them, look, Ichigo, he's in his Bankai right now, but it's not being stolen. We're not sure what that's about. So Ichigo is outclassing Sternritter J. He's taunting him, be like, it sounds like you're just scared of these Bankais because they keep talking about it, which triggers him. It turns off his not turns off, but lowers his guard down to where Urahara comes up from behind him and just shoots him. I think it stabs as one of them, and he's like taken out of the fight. And so Urahara's like, look, this is what's happening in the society. We need to get there ASAP. So they're on the way now, and Urahara is explaining the 3 main techniques of a Quincy to Ichigo and the people of the science division of the society. So there's 3. And we've seen all of them. It's Quincy Soul Sterndike. We have Blood, which releases radiation to the veins, improving whatever skills they had before. And the last one is Bankai Plundering, the ability to steal people's Bankais. And just before he can explain, I think there's something else he's trying to explain, but Sternritter J takes him out. Turns out he didn't die when Urahara attacked him. He seals the exit both ways of the Guriganta, I believe it's called. So Ichigo is stuck there. Because remember, they class Ichigo as a threat to their plans. And so yeah, that's how it ends. Ichigo is stuck. He can't do anything. The Soul Society took some L's. Like some really big L's this episode. I'm going to say it's a good episode. It really showcases that this is war. It's not going to be a whitewash to one side. both sides are getting L's. No, I said that wrong. My apologies. It's not going to be in favor of the heroes because they are taking L's right now. Big, fat L's. But yeah, that was the episode. Tell me what you think. What do you think of the episode? Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.